Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 2 of my Football Manager Let's Play with Blackburn Rovers. In today's episode we're going to review sort of what's happened in the last couple of weeks since episode 1, and then we're going to take on GWFM's Leeds United. Been looking forward to this. GW, I will leave a link to his channel down in the description. He's one of my favourite YouTubers to watch for FM. Absolute phenomenal quality, phenomenal editing, and a really nice guy to boot. So we'll start with the transfers. There's no staff to go through, but as you can see there's a lot of work going on since. Can't quite remember where we were. I think I remember Lusa, in fact it was. So on the outs we've just had the free deadline day stuff. But Jason Steele, who went for 350k, I could not give this guy away. I honestly couldn't. I was trying to get rid of him for the whole window. It's just swallowing up wages. I just don't like the look of him, if I'm honest with you. We've got Corey Evans out on loan. We're getting 10% of his wages paid and 60k a month. And Matthew Knox out on loan. Okay, that's sort of a deal. That was part of a deal to bring him in. So, on the ends, we've brought in Oliver Davies. He was a free agent. We're sort of just scouting free agents, as you do. And this lad popped up. He's not going to be a world beater by any stretch of the imagination, but a decent backup keeper that I look forward to hopefully developing a little bit. Have I actually got him on the right training? That would be a start. Keep in. We brought in Muro Arambari in on loan from Bordeaux, I think. I believe we're just paying his wages. In fact, we're only paying half of them, so that's good. We brought in Pape Diakate. He was again another free agent. I like the look of this guy's physicals, to be honest. 6'1", decent in the air, decent tackling, you know, decent mentals as well for tutoring. The only thing that I thought let him down was his positioning, but we needed a centre back, and at 32 years old he sort of fit the bill for free. James Madison came in on deadline day on loan, 5k a week, no fees, just sort of a backup for this cam role. Sadly got injured almost as soon as we signed him. Matthew Knox comes in for 30k. We know about this guy. I signed him in my Rangers save. I believe a number of other guys have signed him as well. He's not exactly an unknown prospect these days. He's gone back out on loan. He's one of those guys that needs game time to develop, so hopefully we can do that. And we brought in Stefan Mbaye. Answers on how to pronounce this name in a postcard, please, or in the comment section down below. So, where are we at? So, he's decent, young player. Again, offers a bit of backup defensively. He's already getting tutored, but hopefully he can develop into that 4.5 star potential that he shows he can be, and hopefully we can make a nice little bit of profit on him in the process. So, in total, we've sold £5.25 million worth of players, brought in 1.5, and we still lost 800k last month. So that is not nice at all. Schedule wise, so the last game we played Norwich, then we played Accrington in the EFL Cup. We actually had the youngest ever player, I believe it was Jack Evans. Indeed, the time of this game he was 15 and 365 days old, so he's the youngest ever player to have played in this. I assume 2016 was a leap year and I've completely forgotten about it. Nonetheless, it was his senior debut and he became the youngest ever player playing that competition. He has since had a championship game, I think. No, he didn't. I was considering him and I didn't select them. Anyway, it was a rough one. They scored, we took a while to equalise, and eventually we won in extra time. It was a tough one. However, that issue didn't happen in the league. We managed to beat Wigan 2-1 with goals from Liam Henderson and Sam Gallagher. Then a 3-0 win over Cardiff City with Gallagher Emnes, whose name I pronounced wrong in the last episode. I do apologise, it has been pointed out to me. And Liam Henderson. Then beat Burton with a brace from Sam Gallagher, who's now sort of starting himself in to be my number one choice striker, to be honest. We then lost 3-1 to Portsmouth, who had 10 men. 2 divisions below us and 10 men, and we still couldn't beat them. 3-1 defeat after extra time. It's a shame, it's sad, it's frustrating, but it happened. We then lost 1-0. Jason Lowe decided to get himself sent off, and that changed the game. Gohibi, or Syriac as I think he's more commonly known as, tore us apart, unfortunately, and scored. And then a 1-1 draw with Queen's Park. A second game in a row we had a player sent off, but we managed to hold on this time. Today we will go on and take on GWFM's Leeds United at Elland Road. I'm just going to select my team. I'm actually going to go with Pape. Fitness wise, we've got so many issues with players being unfit, recovering from injuries, getting re-injured and whatnot. Liam Henderson is actually a prime example of this right now. So we're going to start with Jacques Tongo in the advanced playmaker role. I'm going to bring, where is he? Low, there he is. I'm going to bring him back. William Thompson is out. Craig Conway's back. He came back in the last game and he did okay. This lad here, John Buckley, I promoted him from the youth team. Stat wise he isn't great, but he has impressed me a lot in game time. Particularly his passing both short and long has been phenomenal. And the other one that's impressed me is Frank Jones, who's a centre back who's I think 16 years old again. Been decent in games, but again, look at these mentals: 20 aggression, 20 bravery. He has the potential to be a very, very good, very, very good ball playing defender. I'm actually just going to put him to train as that. Armani I'm going to bring onto the bench, but who do I take off? Take Liam Henderson out because he is struggling. And the other thing of note is I came third in manager of the month. Liam Henderson came third in goal of the month, and I'm trying to think who was the other one. It was Scott Gallagher. Is it Scott Gallagher? The striker that we've got on loan came second in player of the month. I think he's a bit unlucky with that. He's not had as much game time as I maybe would have liked to have gave him, because I thought it was going to be such an obvious choice that Danny Graham would be our number one striker, and the reality is Sam Gallagher has proven that that is not going to be the case. Danny Graham just cannot cut it for us. He hasn't even scored a goal yet in a similar amount of game time. And we're going to kick off this game with Sam Gallagher. Diakate. Oh, he's missed it with the header, but Emnes was not on it, and Pontus Janssen can just put it out into touch. Taylor into Pablo Hernandez. Good ball into Roof. Wood. Greer gets a tackle. Oh, falls nicely for Phillips, and a good save from Rea, who's been actually a very good goalkeeper for us. I'm quite happy with the decision that I decided to play him over Steele, who I wasn't overly impressed with, and if Rea can develop, then that's great. Particularly when you look at our depth, I think we have to be developing these young players. This squad, and I know I've had a great start to the season, we're only a point off top of the league, but this squad needs a whole rebuild job done. And if we can get young players developing that make money or develop into first team players longer term, then that is good news for us. Lowe wins the ball there. Gallagher. Oh, it's a mistake from Taylor. Can we get there? Craig Conway's in, and he's put it past. He's done it. 1-0 at Elland Road. We go back top of the league for now. He's had a bit of injury issues this season. He struggled in his first game back against QPR. I wasn't overly impressed with him. Brought him off for Liam Feeney. But a mistake from Taylor. Bartley couldn't get there, and Conway pounced. In he goes and just slots home into the far corner. We've got replays back on, by the way, so that is good news as well. Not sure why they weren't on, but nonetheless they weren't, and that's just shocking defending there. Hernandez has scored. Rea went to cover the angle that about 10 defenders were covering. Easy pass to Hernandez, who has almost an open net to aim at. Yeah, 3 guys marking 1 guy and just someone else is just like goes right into the middle, completely unmarked. It's completely unacceptable behaviour. Just had to move my mic. Sorry guys if the commentary level up until now hasn't been at the volume you would expect. My mic was slightly turned and I didn't notice as a Barrow has a strike and it goes flying over. I think I've gave a number of youth players chances here as well. Quitongo's got quite a bit of game time. Buckley's had a bit of game time. Been fairly impressed with him as I mentioned, and the other 2 young lads have had a bit of game time as well. So developing that youth has been something of my management so far. It's not been something that I've done particularly great at Rangers, and I think this is a completely different situation where we're having to actually rebuild a club from almost top to bottom, and to use those youngsters in the meantime is probably the right way to go. As Greer makes a good clearance to Emnes. My voice is going, sorry guys. Quitongo onto Sam Gallagher. It's poor from Sam Gallagher and it's cleared Barrow. And this lad looks like he's got pace, but Diakate is all over it. Gallagher, Jai Quitongo. He's found Craig Conway, and Rob Green makes a save this time. Conway with the corner. It's a decent ball in, cleared by Wood. Out to Lowe. He's taking a pop from distance, it's not far over, you know. Interesting 20 minutes here, but we're playing well. Conway with the free kick. It's away. Quitongo picks up. Nyambe, Williams. Bridkit plays it back forward. Williams again. Nobody responding to that, and it goes straight through to Green. Bit of a pointless highlight in the end. Taylor with, can we counter from this? Looks like it's going to be another corner. Guthrie might keep it in though. Be a throw in if it was anyway. But it's a good clearance towards Sam Gallagher. Ayling wins it. Quitongo wins the sort of second ball if you like. Phillips tackles. Conway can't get there before Taylor. Low back to only as far as Roof, sorry. Hernandez. Bridkit. Roof. Wood. Hernandez. Williams. Bridkit. Wood. Barrow. Bit nervous there. Bit nervous. Greer, can he get away? No, he can't. Barrow again. Phillips. Hernandez. Roof with the chance. Great save from Rea. Diakite. Quitongo. Ball forward for Gallagher. Intercepted by Kyle Bartley. Forward again. Only as far as Taylor. We just cannot get the ball here. Leeds are absolutely giving us a new one. Kind of glad this highlight is ending there. We just couldn't get it away, and we just couldn't keep it when we did. Low, Diakate, Emnes, Guthrie, Quitongo. Oh, he's so close to getting his first goal for us. He's had 2 or 3 very, very good chances now to get it, and it just hasn't arrived. Guthrie away, only as far as Bridkit. Phillips. Roof. Oh, that's a good effort and a good save from Rea. The stress of this game. Hernandez in, away by Emnes. Throw in to Leeds. But end of highlight. Again, kind of pointless set piece highlight that. I'm going to actually aggressively tell him I'm unhappy because this performance has been absolutely woeful. A couple of players looking stressed and demotivated. Whatever, get on with it, lads. I actually gave Aramabari his debut. I'm actually tempted to bring him on at some point, but I'm looking at the likes of Emnes. We have no real. We could go with Conway on that side, right enough. Go with Conway on the left. Emnes off for Feeney. I know it makes a bit. Takes Conway out of the position that he's been doing well. He's been matching Taylor, but I think it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. And we've got that. I'm going to apologise for the top right, guys. This bug's happened before. I don't know how to fix it. It will literally tell you for the rest of the match that I made a half-time sub. and it'll tell you who it was. It's frustrating. I don't know how to get rid of it. Taylor with the free kick, well over. Apologies for the ping. I accidentally left Facebook open. It is gone now. It won't happen again. Never do that. Never have Facebook open when I'm recording, and that is the exact reason why. Quitongo. Good ball to Liam Feeney. Great ball to Gallagher. Conway next to him. But Sam Gallagher goes alone. Puts it over. I'm tempted to bring on Danny Graham, but Danny Graham's just not impressed me. Going to bring on Arambe for Danny Guthrie. Frenchman will, I think he's French anyway. The man on loan from Bordeaux will come on to make his debut. Rhea with a routine save there. Didn't make it look very routine though. Wood absolutely making two defenders look silly there. With just what was a fairly simple drag back as well. Hernandez, Bridkit. It's just over. Breathe a sigh of relief. Rhea with the goal kick towards Feeney. He's going to lose out to Taylor. Low wins it and heads it onto himself, but decides not to touch it, and as a result gets tackled. Leeds on the counter though, and Greer has stepped up and he's out of position now, but the shot is off their own man who is offside. Rhea with the free kick. Wants up towards Feeney again. Again he loses out to Taylor. Nyambe. Grimes. Roof. Wood. Oh, Bridkit. Oh, he's bottled it. He has absolutely bottled it. Right, I'm actually going to make tactical changes. I think what we're going to do is do something like this, with Danny Graham replacing Quitongo, playing as a target man. We're going to play a bit more countery because right now we are getting absolutely destroyed. More direct passing, balanced, time wasting rarely, be more disciplined, stick to positions. Firm changes. So tactical change for the last 20 minutes of this game because this tactic is not working. We've been struggling to get the ball, we've been struggling to do anything with it when we've had it as well. Part of that's been the decision making from our players, but part of it we have to put down to tactics. Barrow comes down. Rhea, good catch. Needed to change the mentality. We'll do that as soon as the changes are processed. Rhea clears up towards Conway, who does win it but can't find a man. It's frustrating. I feel like if we'd had, Greer's had a nightmare there. I feel if we had Liam Henderson in this game instead of Quitongo, we'd be having a much better time of this. Counter. There we go. Done. Conway clears. Barrow's going to pick up though. Taylor. Cross blocked off the first man. Corner kick. Throw in, sorry. It's good to see the first man doing well. Hernandez keeping it away from Arambe. Barrow to Grimes. That's a decent effort, but Rhea equal to it, out for a corner kick. The nerves of this game. I just want to win because I want to beat GW. That's all it is, to be honest. I like the guy and I've loved this series up until where I currently have watched it too. I do need to get caught up, but it's just such a good series. It's well worth watching, but it would be nice to beat him at the same time. Conway to Low. Hit it, son. Be careful what you wish for, I guess. Rhea with the goal kick. Gallagher can't win it. Arambe, low. Ball forward towards Graham, can't make it as Cooper blocks. Roof. Wood. It's been an absolute thorn in our side, Wood. Grimes. Bridkit. They're just passing us off the park again. Tactics, right. Can we maybe do this and this? Yeah. Just put low slightly deeper just to try and break up their play is what I'm thinking. Does mean that Arambe is going to have a bit of a tougher job stringing stuff together, but kind of hoping it would just bypass him, to be honest. Ayling, Bridkit, Hernandez, back to Ayling. In yards of space, he finds Dallas, who's been freed up, and again Ayling just getting loads of space. His man came off him. Grimes. I was going to say Ayling's out again, and I'd spotted it that time, but you can't really tell them. Let's go with to quote Loki Doki, cheeky, can't concentrate because this is ridiculous. We're getting absolutely played off the park here. Rhea with the save. Rhea is the only reason why we're even in this game, to be honest with you. He's made 2 or 3 very good saves and a couple of tame efforts towards him. Gallagher in space. If he can find the pass. Again, just selfish, just look for the pass. This is frustrating. Grimes. Wood flicks on low. Are you being serious? I don't even really know what to talk about this. This is probably one of the worst FM performances I've ever seen. And this is a team that's a point off top of the league that we're playing as. It's downright ridiculous. It's shambolic and I'm embarrassed. And I really don't know how to change it. Roof. Taylor. Roof. Hernandez. It's a decent effort, but it's a bit wide. Needed to hit the target. Rhea might have struggled if he'd hit the target there from Abbott. Is it Rhea? The Hernandez that used to play for Swans anyway. Pablo, I think. Such a common name. Ayling. Bridkit. Dallas. Ayling again in yards of space. Williams just not taking him. Rhea cleared only as far as Ayling. Rhea comes and catches before Wood gets a touch to that, thankfully. If we get a draw here, we have escaped with a minor miracle. That is literally where I'm at right now. Gallagher picks up. His decision making's been poor all game though, and again he can't find a pass, but he somehow keeps the ball low. Graham. Low. Towards Conway. Gallagher just couldn't get the ball under control. Taylor with the corner. Rhea comes out and collects. Can we counter now? Come on. It might be a bit late to counter now, it is. Arambe can't get it past his man. Hernandez. Grimes. Greer comes out, and Greer absolutely dominating, but nobody coming back in that position to get it. Really missing Liam Henderson in my opinion in this game. He's been such a good signing for us. Creates everything that comes, well, everything that's in our team that's created really comes through him, and I really wish you could have seen it today, but sadly he picked up a knock in the last game. He has recovered to some sort of extent, but not enough to play obviously. And the performance he got to see instead has been absolutely shambolic. Leeds absolutely bossing us, and really they do deserve a win. Rhea has been on absolute fire. He'll probably have like a 6.3 rating or something, Rhea. which for me would be an absolute travesty. Conway, please just be a pointless highlight. Please be a pointless 90th minute highlight. This is why I need a camera, guys. I'm going to invest in a camera as soon as I can afford it. I've got other stuff that I need to sort out first, unfortunately, for real life, for life stuff, basically. Of all the strikes that go in, that is the one. Just the slightest deflection. Rhea gets a big hand to it. How that goes in, I do not know. Oh, they do deserve the win. I cannot complain. But at the same time, it's heartbreaking that that has cost us a point. It just... 6.5 from Williams. He was awful. Gallagher was awful. The subs never changed anything. In fact, I think every change I made things worse. Leeds absolutely just played us off the park. There's not much more I can say than that. They've only had one win all season, and we've just been played off the park by them. Yeah, so I'm just going to smack that button. Thank you very much for watching, guys. That will end this episode. If you enjoyed this episode despite that performance, a like and subscribe is always appreciated, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.